let's get on with it. This is our punishment game. I failed to beat Half-Life 2 in under 6 hours. I failed to beat it in under 7 hours. It was actually a pretty grim display by me, so the grim displays will not stop. What we have here is our punishment game for that travesty. It was chosen by Urkran, and it is Darkstone. As best I can tell, this is a single-player MMORPG, so it's probably going to be terrible. I'm not one for MMORPGs, especially not single-player ones. I suppose we can enjoy the opening here, and the glitchy effect there. Don't worry about it. That manages to make it look even more generic than Baldur's Gate, and that's some impressive stuff. Okay, so let us begin our tale here, somehow. I'm not gonna use the hero that I just made. Can I delete him? I had a test guy here called can't delete used by quest. Oh no. Could I at least dismiss him? Dismiss him? Saved quest will be deleted. Wonderful. Go away. Right, so I think however you play this, you need to start it by making your hero, so let us create one. And since this seems like gameplay already, we're starting that timer. We play punishment games for about a couple of hours, give or take. Hopefully giving. Right, so what are we going to be then? Adventurer, Amazon, Wizard, Sorceress, Assassin, Thief, Monk, and Priestess. Well, close combat and spells. Let's go with an Amazon. Well, that's not really what I was expecting. Kind of looks like some horrific Western meets anime design there. Can we change our mind then? How does the monk look? Yeah, we'll go with that. And in keeping with it, let's call it after our benefactor for today. Urkran, on you go. So, begin new quest. We're going to play around with Urkran. And, yeah, naturally I'd put it up to maximum level if I could, but it seems like we can only play novice. Fair enough. Select a quest slot. Okay.
Drak is back. His own brothers, the disciples of Caliber, the ones who banished him, will they know how to quench his thirst for power and revenge?
Okay. I'm probably as lost as you, if not more so. I got a bit of a twinge of the mystery of the Druids right there, though. Now that was an experience. Loading screens as well. Now that's really taken me back. I had Nintendo before I had any PlayStation stuff, so I wasn't accustomed to loading screens. It made playing on the PS1 feel really slow. And one of the first games I ever played on the PS1 was Final Fantasy IX. Holy moly, that game is slow. Right, so here we are. This is Urkran the Monk. Just arrived in town. Let's see what they got in their wee baggie. There's our baggie. We've got a club, okay, and a ray of injury.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, learning what you already had there. Perception, concentration, prayer, communion. We must have some astral path. Uh-huh, okay. And our book of spells has that ray of injury that we just learnt. Okay. So I think we can magic wand that. So we cast that with a press of something. I don't know, but we're working on our yoga here. Right, never mind that. Let's go around and see what's going on. Can you tell me what's going on here, Maria? No. No, she can't. What about you, Bardy fellow? No, I appear unable to talk to anybody. Fair enough. Yeah, the menu flickers for me as well. Don't worry about it. I certainly don't. Perry, the publican. Can you talk to me about something? Oh, I don't think that flickering's going to be escaping us anytime soon. Come in, my friend. Everything has been designed to aid the comfort of wearier warriors. You'll feel pampered. I like the sound of that. I'm not sure if I can get in. Maybe he wants me to buy some stuff. We have 1,500 gold. Inflation is all out of whack here. A torch costs 1,000. Okay, never mind that then. I don't think I need resting. Looks like I assume health and mana are doing fine. Hello, Garth. A monastery dedicated following goddess Kaliba was attacked last night. No survivors. All the hallmarks of necromancy. Okay. Master Elmeric, help me out. Recharge? Okay, I can't recharge. You'll find potions. This is a bit outside of my price range. I can teach you the following disciplines: perception, learning, concentration, recharging, communion, master of arms.
Yes.
There we go. We've learned being a master of arms, I think. Oh, crikey, that's Flicker City there. Anything I can do with that? Probably not. Okay, let's go and club some things. That's what you do in an MMO, right? That's not what I want. What I want is the exit. There we go. Let's get out of here and start beating things up. Gain levels, get money, and whatever else we have to do. Now, we do have some people in chat who claim that they've played this before, so maybe they can offer some grand insight into what's going on and what we have to do. I don't play these kinds of games, so it's all rather novel to me. My housemate had Lord of the Rings Online. Looked terrible, but he was a big fan of that. Alright, X to club things. Oh, we don't just club, we poke as well. And I can just hold it down and it'll keep doing it. Lovely. Let's get to it then. Who's going to receive the clubbing? Also, how do I cast a spell? Okay. Did that make me super strong? Gobbo. Okay. I can assume that what I've done is imbue my rod with great fire. Oh wow, it's like I'm really playing WoW again. I played WoW for a very short time, maybe a couple of hours. Not my kind of game at all. The temptation for me to say is that it's one of the worst games I've ever played, but I know I've played worse. Hell, I've played Grimoire, so I know how bad it gets. I just don't have positive things to say about WoW. Alright, okay, good, we can zoom out a bit, get a better idea of what's going on here. If it weren't for the flickering, I'd say the presentation of the game looks inviting enough, maybe a bit poor vision ahead. I think that's a bit of an early call to make. Okay, anything to do in this empty field? Or is it just somewhere to exit and re-enter and keep beating things up for experience? Ah, you there! Gregory! Dracus is a swindler. If one day your paths cross, be careful. They say he's involved in some very shady affairs. Well, you don't seem not so shady yourself there, Gregory. What are you doing out here with all the beasties? Well, I can't seem to beat up Gregory, but he runs a little farm right next to the Gobbos. Maybe those were his farm hands that I just killed. With the power of fire. I think my mana is regenerating. Hard to say. I'm certainly not regenerating very well, though. Nor am I getting a lot of resources, so out of all this, I've only gotten 25 gold. Got a fair chunk of experience, though. Maybe I can finish off my experience bar. Maybe leveling up gives me a fat lot of something. There we go. Quite like to see that in games where leveling up gives you a full restore. Can make it a bit frustrating though when you heal up and stuff and then... Oh, hang on, is the implication there that I could use my experience on something? XP, press L1. Ah, now I can get my points up in... I don't know what any of these things are. L1 looks like strength. I like strength. I like strength a lot. What's the heart? Heart, I suppose, is health. And let's just get a bit of everything. Alright, now we are a new man.
Please help.
And I'm about to die. However... Yeah, there we go. Should have thought about who you're dealing with. You say, please help, though. Who's gonna help? Probably not me. You got a place I can stay here, Gregory. Oh god, the goblin's after me. Help me, Greg. Maybe I can go into Gregory's shack? No. Maybe I have to go back and recharge. Strength, mana, speed, and health, Jake, at a guess. All strength all the time, then. I don't get it. That looked like I did 2 damage. And it seemed to be enough to absolutely crush these guys. If only Jake one-shotted the Half-Life 2 the way Eric is one-shotting these goblins. Yeah, I wish I did too, funnily enough. Right, I think I'm gonna die here. Oh, no. No, I gotta level up just in time. How very convenient. Then I better XP up and get myself a lot more strength. And then we don't have a lot of winged feathery things, so let's go and grab some of those while we're at it. Wow, some of them are starting to drop real money as well. Okay. What is the point of all this? That's one of those questions you just shouldn't be asking about a game like this. Some sort of silo here? Can I enter? Ooh, forget silo, it's some sort of crypt. Is there some sort of map? Oh, I'd like to find out. So what year did this come out? Feels like 1999? That's me being generous. Looks like we have something that I can drink here. Gives mana, not health, though. 'Tis indeed 1999, man. I'm good at this, Noihara. We got any maps here? No, just my club. Would have hoped I could find something marginally better than a club. What about my bag? Healing potion, mana potion, food? Can I eat food? Food gonna heal me? No, but we have a hunger bar, right, so I guess Red Warrior will need food at some point. An unceremonious barrel explosion. Right. What's this scroll? Got any more scrolls? No, but you got mysterious crypt food. Okay, tell me more. Magic door. Okay, belt one, that one. The food appears to just be a mushroom. Can I learn magic door? Belt 1, belt 2, or unbelt. Sorry game, I don't know what that means. Oh! Now I think I do. I can summon a magic door, and that will, I assume, take me back up to the surface. Scrolls are usually single use. Well, I probably just wasted that one then. L2. That one activated that one. Aha. Does that mean I can head back as well? Cool, it's persisting. Right, well I can rest up or something and then head back in. Sing me a song. No, not the chicken, you. Okay, I've heard plenty. I didn't get a lot of money though. I'm probably gonna want some of these. Wow, these scrolls go for a wee bit. Ah, it also goes off to the side here. Right, give me that rest you said you could do, mate. 100 gold. Tips are welcome. Oh, he just takes my money straight up. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh well. I guess this is the flow of it. We go out, we dungeon dive, get resources and things, then come back here. Good luck, Jake. Fancy music. I'm not sure luck is involved in punishment games in any way. Discovering the joys of ARPGs 20 years too late. MMORPGs, perhaps. I knew the joy of Terra Enigma back in 1995? 6? Not sure. Is the store going to open for me? It will, but I have to defeat Skellies. It's okay though, I've got the power of explosive fire out of my staff. Very nice. Good spell. I hope my mana regens nice and fast though. Can't seem to take the torches, which is unfortunate because torches cost an absurd amount of money. Come get some skeleton. Oh, there we go. Can't really understand the idea of skeletons being scary. It's extremely fragile a thing. Plus, we've all enslaved a skeleton ourselves. Ooh, scepter. Tell me I can bonk things with that. Because I want to hear that. Scepter is 1 to 2 damage. But club is 1 to 3 damage. Oh no, there's item durability. That's bad. Does the scepter just... yeah, it just bonks. That's a shame. If there are any games out there that have done item durability well, then I don't know of them. Unless you're going to count Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter does it quite well. But your weapon won't break in Monster Hunter, it just gets a little less sharp. Gotta sharpen your horn after all. Or sharpen your hammer. Don't want your notes to go flat. Oh man, I was thinking about Monster Hunter earlier. Might have to go crawling back. But if it's not Monster Hunter World, what's even the point? Hippo says, how do you feel about co-op games being submitted as the weekly one-shot? I think it's great. However, I don't control other people's time. So if you, say for example, put in, oh, here's a weekly one-shot challenge, do a co-op with Lucky for da-da-da. So I don't control Lucky's time, so I can't approve of that. But if you yourself want to join in for a co-op, then by all means. A good example of that is when Aristocrat put forward one for Payday. Just as well, because he carried me through that pretty hard. Armor class 2, again durability, that's a scary thought. Oh, it shows up on your character though. We get a scroll, we don't know what kind of scroll. Scroll of light. That's a weird thing to have as a one-off. Wait, is it a one-off or could I learn it? I'd have to use it straight up. Again, a strange thing to have to do. Couldn't we just bring some matches? I play a lot of games. I even play a lot of terrible games. But I will never see the appeal of this kind of combat. Just look at enemy and hold down button and the character will do all the attacking for you. Let's also enjoy our level up. Strength, strength, strength. Health, health. What's the blue heart going to be then? Oh, probably mana. Blue like our mana. We don't appear to have any sort of durability though, unless that's what it is instead. Club. Bigger club. Yes, considerably bigger. Requires 20 vitality, which I assume I have. Assuming that our little dumbbell there is vitality. Spell book. Are you going to teach me a spell? Reflection requires 5 mag. I have 5 mag. Wow, indeed. So how do I put that? I put it on magic 2. How that works, I'm not entirely sure. But I probably don't need to care too much. Ooh, what's going on here? Wall goblin. Oh. I do like my big old hitty stick here. What did I just pick up there? A cloak? Yeah, I've been going a bit naked so far. Let's put on that 1 durability cloak. And, okay. And the arcade game Gauntlet Legend looked and played better than this, probably long before this. When was Gauntlet Legend? I played that quite a bit in the arcade. It was really cool because you could carry your save from one arcade to another. I thought that was absolute magic back then. Wasn't it what Jake was talking about? He'd like to get a weekly submission for a co-op. Yeah, co-op weekly submissions are good. Just make sure that whoever the co-op is with can actually do it. Don't volunteer somebody else for it. Gauntlet Legends was 98, I think. I believe that. It was fun though, I like the Gauntlet games. Pretty tough though, designed to take your money. Alright, keep those level ups coming. Let's actually big up on the magic here, shall we? Grab some more one-use scrolls. Now that I know that they're one-use, I'm never going to use them. That's the problem with not perishables. But items that once you use them, they're gone. When I play JRPGs, my trunk is stuffed full of elixirs by the end of it because I couldn't possibly use them. I might need them later. Consumables, thank you. Perishables is something completely different. I only played Gauntlet on the Commodore 64, no coins needed. Ah, see, that's a clever way. But I didn't have Gauntlet. No, that's not true. I had Gauntlet for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Ah, wow, that was terrible. That's kind of cool in its own way. Bugged out a lot as well. The Nintendo Entertainment System was one buggy piece of Nintendium. Indestructible, but a lot of games I found bugged out pretty hard on it. I was pretty happy with the SNES. That thing was rock solid. So far the game doesn't look all that awful, to be honest, says Alcoro. Yeah, awful. Awful's not something that's coming to mind here either. It's not great, far from it, but awful? Punishing? I don't know. Just go around and hitting things. It really does remind me so much of playing WoW. World of Warcraft, of course. Let's get that shield up. I hope I don't have a limited inventory to work with. That would be a pain. Not sure to what extent we're really a monk here, though. Maybe it would have been better off sticking with Amazon. Gauntlet Legends was one of the few games I was able to play as a kid, says Gobbo. Able to play. The only time I ever saw Gauntlet Legends, well, most of the times I saw it was when I was in America. And if we went to somewhere like Golden Corral. It's one of the things I really liked about Golden Corral, they had an arcade there. So all the rest of the family stuffing their fat faces, I can go over to the arcade bit. And man, playing arcades in America is great because they're usually only a quarter. A quarter for a life. Amazing. In the UK it was £1 for a life on anything. I'd be broke in no time. It means that you got good though. I wonder if I can still 1 credit clear House of the Dead. Probably. It's not a difficult game. Typing of the dead notwithstanding. Yeah. That why childhood Jake was so much better than adult Jake. Because he was on a budget. There was a tiny little carnival in town where I grew up. Well, carnival doesn't seem like the right thing, but you know, it had the really crappy tiny little racetrack thing, and a so-called arcade, but it was mostly just wee gambling machines. Not anything as big as a roller coaster on it or anything like that, but one day I found that they'd added House of the Dead to their assortment, just about the only arcade machine they had. And what a great day that was. Berserker, yes, berserking monk. And yeah, we're having that. We are having that. Oh, I need to add Berserker to myself, although I'd quite like to try out Reflector as well. And I should probably level myself up as well. Book of Spells, Berserker, I will put you on Magic 1. And then when we get a chance, which is now, just go. Huh, the axe looked a lot bigger in the inventory. So a good punishment game should be at least one of 3 things. Punishing for me to play, punishing for people to watch, or extremely difficult. It's certainly not the last thing. I can't speak for the punishment of the viewers, but I certainly don't feel punished here. It's kind of like eating unflavored gelatin, this game. It's not horrible to watch, says Young. Okay. It's just pretty insipid. The flicker's probably the only punishing thing. Does epilepsy count as punishment? Depends what you've done in life. Oh, these guys lose their heads. That's a nice touch. Oh, if I'd gotten this game for Christmas, I'd assume my parents hated me. Let me think. 1999. 1999. Me and my brothers would always each get a game on our birthday and on Christmas. What would I have gotten in 1999? Would have still been N64 days then. PS2 wasn't in my life until 2002? It might have been Paperboy 64 in 1999, come to think of it. And we've already run Paperboy. I think that was a 2 hours of hell long ago. It's a shame. I'd like to run it. Sometimes I reflect on just how many games I've already streamed that kind of tap the minds dry of nostalgic games. There are still some left I'm saving for a rainy day, but not a whole lot. And a lot of them are a whole heap of ass, like Krusty's Super Fun House. Krusty's Super Fun House is awful. It's one of the worst games I've ever played in the Super Nintendo. And it's very fitting. It's kind of deep how bad it is. Because when you think of Krusty from The Simpsons, it's exactly what he would do. Because it's just another game, completely reskinned to have Krusty the Clown on it. Complete cash grab, exactly what the character would do. So I mean, it's clever in that regard. But in another, more real regard, it's a terrible game that you feel like you waste money on, and time on. Okay, feel pretty kitted out. Let's keep on going down. Glover. See, I never played Glover. Glover recently got released on Steam, but I was reading through the reviews and they said a lot of very terrible things about it. And then I looked at the pedigree of the developer and publisher, and it's just cash grab ports that don't actually fix or improve anything with the original. If you're going to port something that still has glaring issues of the original, no good options, still runs at a snail's pace, then why even? Oh, what do we have here? A letter. Also, ooh, magic missile could be good.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed. Magic door. Oh, I can learn magic door. I can also get myself some throwing knives. Nah, we seem to be doing alright with our axe, but where's that letter? Or does letter not come under here? I hope I don't have some kind of encumbrance. That's going to be a bit of a pain if that's the case. Alright, I want that magic missile going on. I'll put you on number 2. Don't need myself some magic doors. I was really hoping that letter might have something. Maybe the other menu has something about that. Rest. Places visited. Oh, looks like I can exit. Looks like I can rest wherever I am. Messages. Ah, so it remembers things that people have told me. What's the other thing there? Save the game, config. Maybe I should save. Haven't saved it all so far. Plus, we can all enjoy the flickering a bit more. And then we can enjoy the time that it takes to save on a PS1 game. I like the little glow effect on that, though. We're just in time for nostalgia from 2010 to 2015. I got complicated feelings about people having nostalgia for 2010 to 2015. Doesn't seem right. Okay, there we go. Still wondering what that letter was all about. Alright, time for the magic missiles. Wow, okay. And I thought we were strong enough when we were just throwing around our axe here. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Please, game, some semblance of difficulty. Something to overcome. Perhaps if we just keep going down, we'll find something. Overcome the will to sleep, the desire to sleep. I mean, sleeping would be pretty good. Pretty worn out. I was out and about pretty much all day, and it was absolutely roasting 15 degrees out there, so sapping my strength. Okay, so is there anything down here? What are we even doing down here? There's some big nefarious plot about the dragons, right? Feels less like WoW and more like Diablo 2, only not really. Did I play Diablo? I'm pretty sure I played some awful Diablo. Oh right, yeah. Nyx gave me some god-awful Swedish Diablo clone that I played for a bit, and it was bad. But Diablo was never going to be my kind of game. Problem with streaming games like that is then you get the shill marketing emails saying, "Oh, I see you played and enjoyed Diablo. Well, we've got our own cheap knockoff Diablo clone for you to shill." And it's wrong in so many ways.
I have been poisoned.
Okay, Urkran here has been poisoned. I'm sure he'll be fine. I like the Piccolo look on him now, though. Could do with a splotch of purple. So, let us level up and become even more swole, even more magical, a bit more health wouldn't go amiss. I wonder how long that poison lasts. I think I have a potion of anti-poison. Getting to the point where I think I can't hold anymore, if I had to guess. Yeah, because I can't pick up this bow, so there is some sort of encumbrance system. Right, well, if that's the case, let's chug a... Is there a potion of no longer being poisoned? Yeah, antidote. Chug that down. Doesn't seem to be a better helmet than I already have, though. So what I need to do is start dropping things like these scepters and... Well, actually, if I magic doored back home, couldn't I sell all this crap to the guy at the placey place? Also, do I want to wear rags? Don't know. Let's give it a go. We know how to magic door, right? We go into here, we go Book of Spells, we go Magic Door, put on Magic 1, and then we go way. Alright, only half an hour and I have already figured out everything there is to figure out about these MMORPGs. Maybe that's why it would be so punishing. Imagine doing that after 10 hours. Ugh. I think 2 hours is already going to be pushing it for this. What was it the World of Warcraft did that made it so huge, though? I could never see the appeal. Alright, can I sell my stuffy... Ooh, right, I can sell these one-use scrolls that I'm never going to use. Night Vision, Ray of Injury, Spark. I might need these potions, but... I'll sell all but a little bit of it. And then... That's barely giving me enough money to buy anything, and I already have Magic Missile. Plus 11 to life. All resistance, dexterity. Yeah, screw all that. You, however, can teach me the ways of beating things up. Praying, gee, I don't know. I don't know what these things do, so let's not bother. We're talking about a potential punishment. You have to watch 2 hours of food ads if you fail a weekly one-shot right after failing. That's not really a game, though. What would be more fitting is if it was a game about making food. Not a game, but punishing. No, I don't want to open the door to that. Because then people are going to be starting like, okay, as your punishment, go out, grab some barbed wire and whip yourself in the back with it for 2 hours. It's one big slippery slope. Oh, blacksmith, so it's a gunsmith. Right, equipment for, I guess we're a priest? Could you maybe just repair what I have? Repair my... Ooh, can I sell you my crap? Right, yes I can. Forget bows. Bows are for losers. Bye-bye scepter. The rag... Ooh, wow. Rags have armor class 8. Armor class 8? That seems absurd, but okay. Where is my armor class anyway? I was at 16 and went to 22, I believe. Alright, swell. I'm going to sell a lot of my rubbish, buy anything that looks good, and then we're heading back down to go and kill things. Bye-bye cape and club and helmet and shield and other helmet and throwing knives and helmet and club and other club. And let's see if we can't enjoy ourselves a mace? Probably not really better than what I already have. So instead I'll repair my... Actually, why even bother repair? I'm sure we'll find plenty of good things when we're out and about down there. Can I do anything to the chicken? Can show it my smooth moves. I've heard that from you already, Garth. What about you? Madame Irma. Could you please release from spell? I feel no evil presence in your equipment. I hope I didn't have to pay to be cured there. Alright, well, back down we go, wherever I left my magic door. Looking into your bag is a health risk. That won't be something with the game, it'll be something with the emulator. I imagine that the people working on EPSXE did not judge it a priority to make sure that this works fine. With this classic. Oh crap, that was magic door. I didn't want magic door. I certainly didn't want magic door. I needed to take that off of my spells and give myself back Berserker. I hope that poison wears off on its own, because I don't want to use a potion. Not even sure if I have an anti-poison potion anymore. EPSXE hasn't updated in like 15 years at this point. Okay. Getting a bit smoked here. Oh, there's a thought. If I kill all these things, can I rest up to get rid of being poisoned? If I come here, for example...
Please help. Please help. I do not have enough money.
Alright, so if we do this, and then I go rest... You cannot rest, there are monsters nearby. Okay, but what if they're weren't? There we go. Enjoy the rave. Doesn't bother me any. Okay, sweet. Had a lovely rest. More rags. Well, rags do sell alright, don't they? And I'm still wearing mine. Still poisoned though. Looks like I can stay poisoned for a long time. Oh, could really do with some antidote, please. Yeah, there we go. Now I can enjoy being, I don't even know, more tanky and more strong, just as every monk should be. Please stop poisoning me, and please start giving me antidote. Maybe I learned a spell of antidote at some point without realizing. Starting to feel the game chug ever so slightly. It's alright though. It's as the developers intended, no doubt. WoW would probably be a befitting punishment, but isn't that game still subscription based? I don't think I'd take any punishment that requires paying a subscription. Although maybe you can nefariously get a free copy of it. There's a free trial. Sometimes free is just too much.
Yes.
Thanks for leveling up. Guy fast. Alright, well then, let's enjoy our level up even more. And we will chug this thing, because I'm tired of this guy complaining about being poisoned all the time. Although hopefully I won't immediately get ravaged once again. I can see the spider of ravaging right there. Let's do it. Puzzle mastery as usual. And yeah, taking those spiders out from a distance seems like the right call. Also feeling a little peckish here. What can we enjoy? Let's chow down on some mushrooms. Wow, one mushroom gives me, well, completely filled me up actually. I'll grab another spell book. What can we be learning? Healing now. Wow. That is a whoa moment. A letter. Secret passage in the sanctuary of Kaliba, which links to Enoch's tomb. What? Also, I realize I haven't saved in forever, so let's enjoy another rave. I do wonder what's causing that flickering. Not enough to go and investigate and fix it, though. Alright, Jake, if you roll my Civ 4 punishment, I'll add WoW to the list. That way, you can roll Civ 4 and you get to know there's WoW on the list. I'll have to invoke my powers of luck and make sure that that Civ never gets rolled then. Probably have a bunch of the viewers rolling on the ground already, foaming at the mouths from this. I don't know, though. Sometimes I think epilepsy isn't a real thing. I mean, you hear about it, but I have never once met anyone who, well, has told me that they're epileptic. I've met a lot of weirdos. What do you mean, viewer reduction strats, Orlov? I'm making sure that people tune in for the rest of their lives. I think I came in from there. I wish I had a map. Who am I kidding? If I had a map, I'd just end up constantly going into the menu to check it. And I would enjoy rave mode some more. Oh crikey, that thing's still padlocked. I can't like, glitch through the wall, can I? No. Probably the whole point of going around the other part of the level was to find a key for it, and I certainly didn't do that. People just avoid telling you they're easily exploited. Well, the clever people avoid doing that. This looked like a weak point. Could I blow this wall down? Actually, what's even the point? The door is open right there. I've already been through it. Padlocked? You know literal magic, yeah. My magic missile isn't strong enough to take that thing down. Wait, I've just been all the way around here to no avail. Unless there was some spell I picked up, like the spell of unlocking. Berserk magic, healing, reflections, injury, magic door. And then... what do I have here? Yeah, nothing that seems to help us out. Although, a more durable set of rags. Which give 3% extra armor. Amazing. Give me that. To whatever extent that helps. Oh, you! Do you know anything about Padlock's Gondor? Welcome! To become a disciple of the goddess Kaliba, you must complete 2 challenges. Pass through this door and meet your destiny. Find the key, or you will regret your failure. I'm already regretting my Half-Life failure, don't you worry about that. I have found the key. What's the other challenge? It's I have a key. Oh, crikey, you have to go into your menu to use the keys each time. Finish off this criminal and the door will open. Who's the criminal? Is it you? I don't know, I don't like people telling me these sorts of things. It's probably a trap, like if I kill him it'll be like, how dare you? So, let's not do that. Let's instead take care of the spiders. Fortunately, it didn't poison me. Can I talk to this guy? Maybe hear his side of things? He also looks a bit dead already. I've been thinking about what you said earlier about the item and weapon degradation, Jake. I think Cataclysm DDA, what was that again? Dark Days Ahead, did it pretty well. Matched the tone of Doomed to Die for the whole game. Alright, there we go. May the criminal who dared to steal some apples from the tree to feed his family be chastised. He knows the law. Also stealing apples from a tree. Bit heavy-handed. Go. One of the worst things about this is the music restarting each time you go into the menu. Good, you're still alive. That means you made the right choice. I did. Okay, good on me. Can I have some free stuff? You passed the test. Now choose a weapon. Come back and see me. Right. We could have one of these, or one of these. This one looks the crappiest, so it's probably the best. Can I take them all? You only have the right to one, okay. You choose the worthless wooden sword. Wear this amulet and the goddess will recognize you. Go in peace. What do you mean strange? It was a 1 in 3. Although I do wonder. Damage 1-1, no durability. However, maybe they gave me this amulet for being such a good sport. Pick the stick. I did pick the stick. But what was the point of any of this? And where's that secret passageway? I know we were told of one. Go in peace. I don't know about that. Talk to me again, letter thing. There is a secret passage in the Sanctuary of Kaliba, which leads to the Enoch's tomb. Is this the sanctuary? Let's try and have a quick look for any secret passageways. Cataclysm DDA, I just could not get into that game. It's probably very good. But there comes a point where you're like, oh man, there's a lot to learn here and I'm not sure it's going to be worth the payoff. And that was CDDA for me. If I want an experience like that, I'm going to load up Rogue Survivor. There's a game that I've already put the time into learning. And I already know that it's really fun. And I was thinking about it just earlier today. Now there's a game I wouldn't mind firing up again. Not seeing any hidden passageways, I'm just seeing me going all the way through this for an amulet that I don't even know what it does. It just says amulet, okay, well... CDDA is a game with 10 different identity crises, Jake. There's a lot of good reasons for people not to enjoy it. I think I would enjoy it if I put the time into it, but... I want to put the time into that. Oh no, please no poison. Playing with fire there. This whole game experience seems to be going absolutely nowhere.
Yes.
Also, I got experience for missing a shot. Doesn't matter, keep me getting swole and magical and healthy. Rogue Survivor is more fun to watch, especially since the hospital strat nerf. The self-imposed nerf or the nerf that it puts people down there. So you can't just have loads of food in order to wait out a couple of weeks underground. I don't recall if I self-imposed anything, because it's very strong to go to the hospital early on. Not only can you wait there and level up a bit, but you also go and get Jason Myers' axe. Oh, that game is so good. I might just have to fire it up again regardless. Is your character Nosferatu? No, it's Urkran. But we are a monk. No, young, not a monkey. Well, as fun as it's been, beating up skeletons and spiders down here, maybe there's something we could do. Maybe I'm asking this game for too much. I wonder if I have what it takes to magic door my way out of here. Magic door on magic 1 and...
I do not have enough mana.
Oh no, not enough mana. Some of these walls look really suspicious, don't they?
I have been poisoned.
Hard to tell if that's just the PlayStation 1 lighting or not, though. Look at that chunk of wall.
I do not have enough mana.
I think you misunderstand, Zizandarius. You are doing what you're supposed to do. It's just that that's all there is. Well, Urkran and Kiryu, who, well, maybe are still in chat. They've played the game before. Perhaps they can offer some insight into it.
I do not have enough mana.
Well, let's see, I could either level up and get that mana or chug one of my potions. How close are we to it? Oh, well, there we go. I'm like that cringeworthy t-shirt. Don't piss me off. I'm this close to leveling. There we go, back to town. Maybe we can find anything else to do other than go around that crypt. And of course, keep ourselves well leveled up. I'm not really feeling much impact of our leveled stuff here, but let's get swole, a little bit more magical, and since we haven't done much of it, let's get some of those wing things. Don't know if it physically speeds me up. I need a rest. I don't think I rested. There we go. Wow, the rest does not heal my poison. Madam Irma. You cure me. There we go. Now, our fat stack of cash is 10,000. What is that under the cash? Looks like a crown. Maybe there's some kind of fame level that we have. Also, we have an age. 20 years old and already a monk. Already Nosferatu level monk. Alright, sell. Let's just get rid of this nonsense. Should I sell the useless sword? Of course I'll sell the useless sword. Can I buy anything worth my time? Could buy some warrior stuff. I don't know if I'm locked out of warrior stuff or not. But we seem to be doing just fine with our own axe here. My axe is kind of falling to bits though. But the repair costs, I could buy a brand new axe. Actually, no kidding. I could buy a brand new axe for that cost. Come in, come in. You'll find the best range of quality equipment and more. Your enemies won't know what hit them. All this for the best prices you find in the mark. Dubious, Gunther. Muckle dubious. So this is the exit that I went to go and find that old place, but is there anywhere else to go? Also, it's one of the worst welcoming signs I've ever seen. Hoping this amulet would help me out some way, but no. Your stats deteriorate as you get higher, but your potions of youth are common enough that it's a dead mechanic. You telling me that years will pass in this game? Also, what is that thing in the top left? It's like a tiny little animated knight. Kinda looks like he's breathing. I'm not sure to what end though. Durability. Ooh, that would make sense. In which case my axe is probably glowing red because it's about to snap. Oh heavens, yes. There was durability but not for weapons in Kingdom Come Deliverance. I thought it was alright. Felt a bit immersive to have to go to armor smiths and get your stuff repaired or just get good yourself. And that's what the game's all about, immersion. Can't wait to certain people getting back to and finishing their own Kingdom Come Deliverance runs. I think Marek had that on one of his long play votes, and unfortunately I missed it. I said I missed the vote. Certainly would have dumped all the crystals I could have onto the Kingdom Come Deliverance. Alright, these gobbos are just a joke. Although fair play to that one, he parried me. So if I could just get past here and then find something to do at 12 frames per second. KCD is really, really lame, says Naffle. What What have you been drinking to have that kind of opinion? Is this the only way forward? It's got to be something to do other than go down the crypt of endless skeletons and spiders. Maybe not. You could just zoom down and this wouldn't be too far off of Grimoire. Except Grimoire is a considerably harder game. Possibly just because I don't know how to make a good party. It seems if you don't make a party as per the meta, lest we call it that for Grimoire, then you're just gonna die. Oh, this looks like something. Anything. You feeling alright there, Chief? Followers of the goddess Kiliba stole a very rare piece called the Sun Cross. Bring it back to me. It's not this amulet I have, right? Probably not. No, no it is not. Okay, well, you might be on your own there. Do you just live in a shed with a tiny little plot here? Don't think he lives the good life. Santa has seen better days. Alright, we'll leave you be there, Mr. Claus. Okay, well, as fun as this isn't, we need to go and find some game. And unfortunately, this is the only game we've found. Maybe we do need to find that hidden passage that was alluded to, but I'm not even sure if it was down here. What counts as incredibly valuable to a man who lives in a shack? 6 turnips. Down we go. Musty old apple, ready to be turned into cider. Well, Arcane, if you're familiar with this game, I'd love to know where the gameplay is hiding. Because I've been searching for it, and I have not found it. Oh, that's not a barrel, it's just that piece that I've already broken. Hence the right gnome. Turnips can become lethal weapon. I don't know what you mean. You've already spotted most of the gameplay, unfortunately. Well, Urkran, perhaps you should let us know what this game is to you. Did little baby Urkran play this game and end up horrified by it? Was it a present that you had to put on your biggest smile for despite knowing it was gash? Or is it perhaps occupying a very warm space in your heart? Do tell us, because the game sure hasn't given us much to go off of. Jake is so desperate for content, he's trying to re-break a broken barrel. Well, a little bit desperate. There's got to be some content here somewhere. Draken. Now there's another game I was thinking of earlier today. I was a little bit tempted to put forward Draken as a punishment for Marek, since he's too much of a big girl's blouse to handle Mega Man. But, nah. I don't think Draken makes for a particularly good punishment. Because it's just a very, very obscure game. Not just that the game itself is obscure, but playing the game is obscure. You never know what you're doing, you don't know where to go, what to do. And everything's meaningless. The gameplay is just walking into enemies the whole time, whilst sound effects of pots and pans smashing together plays out. So, although the game is dear to me, I don't think it makes for a good punishment game. That's why I don't tend to make others have to play it. Or at least not so much anymore. There was a period where lots of different people were playing Draken, possibly at my behest. I wouldn't claim to know. I enjoyed this back in many long years ago. How? Why? How and why? I gotta take that magic door off of that. Healing doesn't seem worth it too much, but Berserker. Berserker is fine. I'm hard-pressed to consider Mario 64 a punishment game, but seeing how that man performs doing simple 2D plane tasks makes me think that Mario 64 might be an adequate punishment. Besides, I actually want to watch someone play Mario 64 from the community. I can't think of anybody having done so. And Baron said he'd do it a year ago, and he hasn't done it, so might as well get someone who might be even worse than Baron at it. Lots of scrolls, might as well just take them, they'll be worth dosh. There were a few interesting ideas they had, says Urkran, really? Because I'm not seeing any ideas, let alone interesting ones.
Yes.
I mean, really all I'm doing in combat is just holding down X. It's kind of like I'm playing Final Fantasy 15. Which is a bit of a shot in the dark reference, I've not played that game. But I assume it's every bit as engaging. Right, what do we have in here? More magic. Just plow it all into magic. The idea is to admire other games more. It's already happening. I'm already talking about how good times are with Draken. Spellbook, spellbook, spellbook. You gonna teach me something new?
Whoa.
Whoa. Light, though. Perhaps I could spam light everywhere, and it would show me somewhere to go. It's very cheap. For some reason, light has durability. Am I going to find that eventually I can no longer use my spells? I don't know. That's sweet dynamic lighting. PS1 working overtime to render all this. Give me a torch, I need to find the gameplay. We're going through here with something new. Maybe I can take that sword and shield off the wall? No? Well, you can do that in Draken. Just putting that one out there. Ah, Draken. It's a pretty bad game. It's an incredibly bad game, actually. But it's still dear to my heart. No one else in my family had the stones to finish that game off. Also, the PAL version is insanely cursed. If you ever, for some reason, decide to play the game, be sure to get the American version, because the PAL version has glitched text for an entire castle. And one, it's terrifying, and two, you have no idea what to do. You find a prisoner and he tells you to go to the Ice Palace, but you need to see that prisoner to unlock that check. And you don't even know you're speaking to a prisoner if you play the game on the PAL version. Alright, so that's the guy that had a letter that told me there's some kind of hidden passage here, so maybe we should just kind of go around and try to find it. Only took 2 months to beat Final Fantasy 1, one game down, 70 more to go. Are you working through a huge amount of games for some reason? Kevry is in chat just saying sup. Well, what's up is a bad well, it's not that bad actually, it's just disappointing. Even though I brace myself a bit for punishment games, I do kind of look forward to seeing just what kind of bad is in store. But this isn't bad, it's just nothing. It's like biting into a toast sandwich. All 71 Final Fantasy games on their original consoles. Ooh. Well, Mystic Quest Legend is already down. You've got a head start. I don't think you could pay me enough money to do that, though. Slow-ass RPG games. JRPG games at that, no thank you. I'm trying to think of the last time I played a JRPG and went, this was really good. I did replay Final Fantasy X not that long ago. Final Fantasy X I think is pretty good. I really quite like the sphere grid system. The whole presentation, the music, the writing, even the delivery, I think it's really good. And Disgaea 5. Love Disgaea 5. The writing is terrible, but mechanically, great game. I was the only enthusiast for the Mystic Quest stream, I think, says McCain, and it was pure nostalgia. Oh, there you are again. You tell me to go in peace, but I need somewhere to go. Maybe the thing I'm looking for is on the level with that guy that was keeled over. Because I did go down one level after finding him. Mystic Quest has great music. Otherwise, though, it's not much of a game. But you know what, Gobbo? You beat the game. Some people couldn't manage their games in the marathon. I was a bit worried going first, though. If I got my ass kicked by my own game that I chose, then I wouldn't be able to live that one down. Thankfully, though, not a problem. They knew to hail to the king. What have we here? What was the point in that? You there, monk of Kaliba. Where's the secret passage? He's having none of me. They all want me to go in peace, but peace isn't selling. Hey, this looks like some kind of sun thing. Can I have it? Okay. Oh, they were skeletons all along. Well, got your stuff. Now, what is your stuff? The Sun Cross. Old Saint Nick wants that back. Crikey, which way did I come in? I don't know. I really don't know. But perhaps I shouldn't worry about that. Perhaps I should just be using the magic door anyway. Yeah, that's starting to make a lot more sense to me. Nice knowing you folks, but I am out of here. We found the gameplay. Let's go and deliver the gameplay to old Saint Nick and see what happens. Watching Fish Lips Nancy Drew, it's not very good, says McCain. Which one was Fish Lips? Trying to remember in my head. Did he do Trail of the Twister? Cause that was, oh my god, not Fish Lips' finest moment. I think he did Trail of the Twister. Yeah. Oh my days. There was a bit of strain put on his self-proclamation of being a perfectionist nerd that day. Right, what are we gonna have? I'll have my light back. And then I need to go and find old Saint Nick to give him his stuff. Maybe even drop into the dungeon just for the first level to grab a mana refill. Poor fishy. Poor fishy. It was so bad it sent him to a spiral of point-and-click games ever since. It changed him. McCain says, I do regret a bit not playing them myself, but the streams are such fun. The Nancy Drew streams are fantastic. I go back and rewatch one every now and then. Don't even have to bother with YouTube because I've got them all locally recorded here. And I hope I never lose them. Smashy smashy. Now let's go and find both the Crypt again and old Saint Nick again. I wonder if your weapons just straight up get destroyed when they become minimum durability. Because they don't seem to perform worse at low durability. Maybe they are and I don't notice though. Yeah, we haven't had any news on the 34th Nancy Drew game. It is the 34th one that's coming, right? I think Midnight Salem was 33? Or was it 32? Ooh. My own Nancy Drew lore is failing me. How can this be? Ah, crikey, no, that's you. You're not the person I want. I want to find old Saint Nick, and I want to find the... Hang on, there was a thing. Places visited. Yeah, I know there's monsters nearby. Alright, let's hide behind Mighty Gregory. Places you visited. Well, there's not enemies over here. Antique dealers. This is what I want. Entrance to level 1. Pretty generous of the game to just teleport you over like that. Have you ever thought about making a tier list of punishment games you've played? Barcode. I already have. On the punishment game list, which I assume is linked below the stream, I have already rated each of the punishment games. From fun to 1 to 5 stars. How did I miss that, says Barcode. You tell me. God knows how many times you've posted DDR blind in chat, and now you find yourself as a blind one. Also, I did not need those top-ups. Yeah, 5 star was most punishing, 1 star is least punishing, and fun is it was fun. A lot of the early ones are fun because we didn't really have a good understanding of what the punishment game system should be back in 2014, you know, 8 years ago. Oh, Stronghold 3 deserved every one of those 5 stars. It wasn't that easy. Some of those maps got fairly challenging, mostly due to the jank, but still challenging. It was very punishing to play, doubtlessly punishing to watch, and most of all, it was so punishing to see such a beloved franchise die the death it did. And now they're just either selling out to China or... What are they working on right now? They're making another Strongholdy game, I think. And it's not looking so good? Maybe I imagined that. I was talking to Marek about it, or Marek was talking about it during one of his streams, and I just imagined the rest of the conversation. And I thought yeah, I'm pretty sure they're working on something else. They announced a new Stronghold, we've got no details so far. I mean, really, they should just focus on like expansions for Stronghold 1 and Crusader. Okay, where in the world was old Saint Nick? This isn't it though. These plots of these farm plots are too big. Can't wait for Stronghold. Maybe we should always be waiting. Hold on, Turnia. Is that a new place, or was it where I was before? Deadly Towers has a good theme tune. That alone should keep it away from 5 stars TBW. Wait, I'm just back here. How does this keep happening? I have a sneaking suspicion, though, that that guy was an antique dealer. So if I go down here, and then I go to places... Wait, why is it taking me to level 5? Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, Civ was mostly just boring. I mean, I know what I'm getting in for with Civilization. This is... Is this the same place as I was in before or not? I think it's a little different. Ow. Ow! But I want to go and see the antique dealer, so what I can do is go places visited. The chest? Are you calling this place the chest? Oh, I can rest up. Is he sleeping or is he dead? Do want to go and see that antique dealer and get that item of incredible value. What was that fancy jingle I get for grabbing a reed? Unidentified hammer. I should get this identified, but what was that reed? A reed. Made it sound like it was some kind of key item or treasure. Scotland World Cup will forever be the world. It was a very... It should be down as fun. Surely it is. I wouldn't call that punishment. This, for example, will be a 1-star. There's nothing punishing about it, but it's not fun. Yeah, please send help. How close are we to a level up? Nowhere near, actually, so let's actually chug a potion. Whoa, they heal you up a whole lot. Grab all the goodies and continue to clobber with hammer. I feel like the axe did more damage. Go further down. I had to leave early yesterday. Was Mars Horizon done? Mars Horizon is done. We completed the game. We got the credits. It was... I had a lot of bad things to say about the game, and yet I still said I had fun with it. I'm still a little torn on the game. I gave it a thumbs down in the reviews, but I'm still not entirely sold on it not being that great. Okay, come on, let's get out of here. I need to go and see old Saint Nick. He's been waiting on his rocking chair a long time to grab that Sun Cross. Part of the punishment is the time spent playing this Stranded. I've had a lovely day so far, and then I came home. I was just out and about in the glorious 15-degree sunshine for most of the day. And then I come home and find that, oh, it's punishment o'clock. Oh god, how did I even enter here? Was it you? I don't think it was you. Wouldn't make much sense if I came in through a door that was closed. Let's just lag our way around here. Out of my way. Give me your Ratman money, please. Let's see what's going on. Can I explode on you guys? Because these things hurt me. Oh, didn't want to hurt me that time. Gotta learn these spells. Antidote. Ooh, now that is handy. And then... Another magic door. Can I learn it again?
Yes.
What happens if I learn something twice? I think it got cheaper. It says 2 there as if to say it's a level 2 spell now. Interesting. But I still need to go, so, don't mind me, guys. Ah, jeez, where did I come in? Maybe it was through this door. Oh, this looks a little bit familiar. I think I blew something up in here. Don't mind the lag. Please, I just want to leave. Hang on, I know a spell for leaving. Well, I love coming here. Right. Magic door. Let's just magic our way out of this situation. Ta-ta! This is how I let all of those weird red dragony things infest the town. I think Mars Horizon was a lot of wasted opportunity. But it was still a very strange bag. It felt like half a dozen different teams were working on the game without communicating to each other. I didn't feel like the systems fit together particularly well. Visually, it felt all over the place as well. Right, can we get this big old hammer of mine identified? I think that's what crazy lady here did. Identify my hammer. Okay. That was too expensive to be worth my time, but too bad for me. Okay, one more time. Let's try and find old Saint Nick. How would you improve or change the minigames a bit to mesh with the rest of the game? I'd say once you have successfully done a task once, you don't have to do it again. And then put a bit more effort into the strategic side of things. Okay, I understand it's incredibly vague, but it's not something that's on my mind at the moment. What is on my mind is this helmet that I've had from the very start. Do I not have a replacement yet? Maybe something with similar armor clasp but more durability? Actually, it might be nice to see what happens when it breaks, if all the others are just going to give the same armor class anyway. I never really understood the term armor class. Not even sure it was called that. I wouldn't have been able to read the manual back then, but playing a game like Swords and Serpents had AC, and I just did not know what AC was. It's just a number that seemed to gradually go up. But AC stood for armor class. But how did it work? I still don't know how it works. I would assume that armor reduces incoming damage, but by how much? How important is it? Without that kind of information, it's just a number. It's just a number used to be a bit of a catchphrase of mine. I'm glad that one went away. Catchphrases ain't good. And yet I can't stop saying cheers and cheerio. The worst part is when I hear other people saying phrases that I say, I kind of die a bit on the inside. Somebody earlier said, don't smudge the finish, and I was like, oh, Christ. As fun as mincing these goblins isn't, where in the world did we leave old Saint Nick? I'm just trying to go around the perimeter of the area because surely that'll eventually take me to him. I definitely say Dosh because of you, says Baron. I hope you use it in your day-to-day life. I think we found him. I certainly wouldn't say don't smudge the finish as a common phrase there, Marvin. Okay. I have the Sun Cross. I went to a lot of trouble to get this for you, Saint Nick. You've been had. This object is worth nothing. It's a pale imitation. Look for the real Sun Cross and you'll get the reward. Crikey. It's coal in my stocking this year. Oh, I've been had. He still took it off me, though. I think I really have been had. It was the real one. He's just taken it off of me. Ah. Yeah, maybe 2 stars. You hadn't heard of Dosh before, Baron. Tragic. Not on your Ned Kelly. I have I have zero idea who the hell Ned Kelly is. Kaladin says that Ned Kelly is an Austrian folk hero. Well, I'm not Austrian, so I couldn't judge as to whether or not he is a hero or not, but he's certainly Australian. Right, so this looks like a very similar place to where we just were, but it's clearly not. It's got far more deadly, beastie things that drop much more money. Yeah, rat men from the hills. Don't know which hills. And they don't sound right, do they? Also, do not want to get poisoned, even if I have antidote spell. I don't want to go into my inventory to have to cast it. If I recall, Ned Kelly had some cool armor get-up, and then he grabbed, what was it, a pair of shotguns and went out in a shooting spree? Because the man was trying to keep him down. Was it shotguns? No, he got shotgunned in the legs, and that brought him down, and then he died. Achieving little. Yeah, he had that suit of armor. I saw some kind of reenactment of it in telly. I think that's where I heard of him. And then I went on to learn nothing else about him. I just like the name Ned Kelly. See, the phrase is not on your Nelly. Now that's probably a very British one. It's like someone asks you to do something ridiculous. Go and do a backflip for me. Ugh, not on your Nelly. But I like to switch that over to not on your Ned Kelly. Works for me, and doesn't really matter if it works for you or not. I first heard of him on the Weetabix ad. I did not hear of a Ned Kelly Weetabix advert. What does it feature? Ned Kelly having a change of heart when he starts his day with a hearty bowl of Weetabix. Which I could certainly go for. It's hard to find Weetabix around here. And I do love me some Weetabix. Okay, what the hell am I doing? I'm just kind of like wandering. Oh god, did he just ravage me for half my health? Let's find out if he'll do that again. Well, maybe not half, but he certainly ravages me. Alright, lizard man. Down in your place.
Please help.
Yeah. We have help for you, though. Chug that up and you'll be fine. Surprisingly competent up close, these skeleton archers. They don't drop nearly as much money as Rat Man from the Hills. Can't believe I'd been had. It wasn't the real Suncrest. Suncrest. What game has Suncrest? Final Fantasy X, yeah! If you want to get all those celestial weapons, you gotta get the crests and the sigils, is it? Never gonna take down Penance without celestial weapons, you need to avoid his defense. Too bad nobody tells you there's a secret passage in the temple. Well, I was told, I just don't know which temple. Or where the secret passage is. Ah! I see people live here with the skeletons and the lizard men. Our neighbors disappeared a week ago. I'm convinced it has something to do with the well. Richard, do you have any input on that? Our well is dry, strangest thing. Some nights you can hear some really strange noises coming out of it. I'm sure this is some kind of euphemism, but regardless, I will save up and fearlessly dunk myself into that dry well. It'll be like Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. What a game. I wish I could say something like, oh, it's really bad, just to be contrarian, but no, it's really good. An evil well. Again, they're not overflowing with original ideas, or even any ideas at all with this game. You know what, we'll take a rest before we go down there. Alright, let's go. Onwards to level 9. Holy mother of Porygon, make it stop. It's unpleasant. But hey, it is a punishing game. Getting Yojimbo for penance? Wow, that is the most casual thing I've ever heard you say, Dark Young. Well, that I'll admit. Maybe that helmet will be better than what I already have, so let's just get rid of useless club, and hopefully this will be better than what I already have, because my current helmet is falling to pieces. There we go.
Failed.
What do you mean, failed? Requires 40 vitality, which... Oh, wait, vitality isn't strength, is it?
Failed. Failed. Failed.
Vitality must be health points. Right, well, let's get a couple bits of vitality then on our next level up. You always got Yojimbo's what I said. I ain't no casual. I know where the crests and sigils are. And I'm not even sure I'd remember where all of them are. But you only need to know where Wakka's, Tidus's, and Riku or Orin's are, because that's your dream team for penance. That said, I recently watched Yagamoth play through Final Fantasy X. I think he 100%ed the game. Or at the very least he did get to the point of doing penance. And he did beat penance after a long time. Poor guy. I mean, he didn't look up how to min-max the game, so he was just kind of guessing his way through it. Right, I have a funny feeling I am in over my head down here. Must be my lack of good helmet. What? Okay, restart in time? No, let's just restart here. Oh, is it gonna let me? What an unceremonious way to die. Crystals found 0. What crystals? And why does it keep saying valid for confirm? This game's an enigma. Damn, Darkstone's the 7th soul. I had this game back then. I'm sorry to hear that, because this isn't very good. I think this really is the Draken for the PlayStation 1 owners. But Draken's better. Alright, well, we're just back next to the Evil Well, which, all things considered, is probably not where we should be. I need to go back and find that level 5+ place. Hang on, was there a way for me to quickly teleport over to it? No, not when there are monsters nearby. Where can we go where there are not monsters nearby? Here? Entrance of level 9? No, it was in Ternia. Ternia had that thing. But it says Land of Merigor. Ah, Merigor with entrance to Ternia. Okay, but that might still be alright. Where, oh where is that entrance to level something something? Still only wants to put me to level 9. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe by entering at level 9, I have made the game think that that's the best place to warp me to? I don't know. And in 17 minutes, I will never care to know ever again. Occasionally a punishment game rolls in and I think, oh, this is actually quite good, and I'll continue on and actually beat the game. Very occasionally though, and this will not be one of those cases. Starting to wonder if this is actually the right place for me to be. Where is that crypt? Like Mr. Maze? Didn't I complete Mr. Maze because... Why did I complete Mr. Maze? Did it get re-rolled as a punishment game? That would be reasonable. Oh wow, healing's pretty powerful.
I do not have enough mana. I do not have enough mana. I do not have enough mana.
Hate it when I run out of mana. And where am I on that level up? Not too far. Oh man, I shouldn't cut out the cool music like that. I am in the wrong place. I shouldn't be over in Margor. I should have continued on. Oh, don't be telling me there's monsters nearby. Why would they follow these unassuming people? I need to go through here to Ternia. Now, I'm pretty sure Mr. Maze was a punishment. But the problem was that I had lost my original save file for Mr. Maze, so I played through to get back to where I was to begin with, and then did my 2 hours of it. And that either took us to the end, or took us so close to the end that I figured just finish it off so it never comes back. It's like Dracula, just put the stake through the heart. Finish him off for good. Yeah, they had a weird way of saving the save files. It was kept in some weird look. I think it was kept in the registry. Yeah, that seems about right. And then they updated the game to no longer do that. But unfortunately my save file was gone and it couldn't recognize it. Something like that. This looks a completely different game from the PC version. The camera looks painful. Yeah, this is the PlayStation 1 version. Because the PC version straight up will not run on my computer. They probably have to use this perspective because I can't render much of the map at once, if I had to guess. And I do have to guess. It's a good assumption though. Where the heck is that crypt?
I do not have enough mana. I do not have enough mana. I do not have enough mana.
Thanks for the input there, but I don't have enough locations for crypts myself. Ah, here we go. Right, so we're looking for some kind of hidden place and possibly the real Suncrest. Lost, you deleted that thing the moment the first stream ended. I didn't expect it to come back. I might as well save while we're here so we don't have to come all the way back. Also pad out that timer for the 13 remaining minutes. Yeah, some games it's down to Voodoo, Magic, 7 Soul, whether or not they run on Windows 10. I'm not looking forward to the next Windows upgrade. Just gotten cozy with Windows 10. And I'm going to have everything... Well, isn't it already upgraded clock time? Heavens knows, I'll resist it as long as I can. Would be like orcs, lizardmen, and snakes. Okay, so we're sticking through with original ideas here then. I've already been in here before though. And I don't know what I'm looking for. In fact, overall, we haven't been exposed to much plot. It's nice to have some sort of direction in games like these. Or any game. Why are we doing anything? What are our motivations in it? What are our ultimate choices to be had? Because it's just been me mashing skeletons and spiders and rats. Are you gonna blow up on me? Not this time. Will you? Also no. I suspect I need to make space for the reed, but why we're collecting reeds, I don't know. Just eat some mushrooms to make space for reeds in our backpack. You got to level 5 in less than 2 hours. We got to level 5 pretty quickly. The game is not challenging. You just look at things and hold X and then you hammer them to death. And occasionally you spice it up by casting magic missile. The hard part is trying to find where to go. That can get pretty hard. Although, our friend here seems to be having a bit of a hard time landing his hits on the big red lizard man. Oh, that's right, I think I was dancing around Lizard Man last time. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Alright, fair enough. Have at.
I do not have enough mana.
None of us do.
I do not have enough mana. I do not have enough mana. I do not have enough mana.
How are we doing on the old level up thing? It's close. But, yeah, it is close. We'll be fine.
Please help.
We might not be fine. We might very not be fine. Alright, chug it down. Get back to work.
No.
I wasn't even aware I opened up my menu there, but sure, if I did, why not? Let's have enough mana. Getting touch surrounded here. That's what I get for saying it's not very hard. Ah, this is where I wanted to go. How can Diablo-like inventory be original if it came after Diablo? When was Diablo? Again, not my kind of game. I'm left wondering if I really have played Diablo or not, or if it was just that awful Swedish clone. Diablo 1 was 97. People say a lot of good things about Diablo. I'm not seeing them personally. What does it do that's really amazing? Hopefully not this. It's not really amazing. Yeah, but Urkran, this is your kind of game. Go figure you wouldn't like the competition Diablo.
Yes.
Alright, I needed that vitality so I can get my sweet helmet on, didn't I? Yes. Vitality, vitality, magic, 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 and more magic. And then... are those rags? No, it's another neophyte cape that we don't care so much for. Ah, my helmet did straight up explode on me. So I can... oh, I don't have the armor class for helmet, because that was down in the other place that I died in. Right, never mind then. We'll just put on another replacement helmet and get to smacking. Freaking game. Glad my mother raised me to play better games like Krusty's Super Fun House and Draken. Actually, she kind of wished I wasn't playing so much games and took up something like playing the piano. But one, I didn't see any piano in our house, and two, well, look at me now. Really living it up, playing classics like this piece of crap.
I do not have enough mana.
Well, I often think of that comic from the guy that did The Far Side, Gary Lawson? Gary something or other. Where it's I think it's called Hopeful Parents, and the parents are looking at their kid playing video games and imagining job postings for people that are good at video games. Cracks me up to think about that one now. Oh, I don't have musical dexterity for something like that. The best thing I can do is play my xylophone, because I quite like percussion. And I hope someday I can get myself a nice big drum kit and get good with that. Ooh, speaking of nice and big and getting good with, it's considerably worse than my hammer. Well, that is just disappointing. As finding items in these sorts of games often is. Ooh, ah. Got a bit excited when we met the Amazons here. Also, it doesn't feel right that the Amazons would be using bows.
I do not have enough mana.
Yeah, figures. Also, they appear to be respawning like I'm playing Doom on Nightmare mode. They're hiding the proper sun thing around here. Because they're certainly not hiding lots of gold. Although, compared to how we were in the start of the game, we're rich. I think we've got about 15 times as much money as when we started. Oh, Lizard Man's back with a vengeance. Go away and let me be. I'm trying to find... Actually, what am I trying to find? Another reed? Screw the reeds. I haven't found anybody asking me for reeds. And yet it's treating them like some kind of coveted item. Maybe I can build another sun crest entirely out of reeds and give it to Saint Nick. I could be in a bit of a pickle here. So I'm soon to not have enough mana.
Oh no.
This menu opened up automatically. Is it saying that I'm about to die or something? And it's giving me an opportunity to open up my menu, or does he automatically chug a potion?
I do not have enough mana.
No.
I do not have enough mana. Please help. I do not have enough mana.
That Amazon is body blocking the way out of here. Just get to run around here till the end of my days. It also looks like she doesn't load in for a while. Look at the doorway up top. Look, and she pops in. Get out of my way. Out of my way, right. Tell you what, maybe I could chug you, and then go to my book of spells, slam Berserker on one, and go... Yeah! I think I set myself on fire or something. You got Suncrest in here? Please, I'm just looking for Suncrest. I want that turnip farmer's most valuable item. Alright, no, let's not go back into the doomed room. Hammering Amazon ladies to death. Oh, down to level 8. I bet that's got a Suncrest. I know we're only 10 seconds away, but let's at least see if we can find the Suncrest on level 8, because I'm a little bit curious what Old Man Saint Nick has as a valuable item. Of course, if we can't find it, then screw this. I've had more than enough of this. Well, I like how Berserk gives me super speed. Do you consider using it more often? Oh, this doesn't look good. Looks the opposite of good. It's all evil and poisonous and things. Well, good thing there's easy access to limitless mana on this floor. Can we line up a shot for you as well? Maybe maybe no.
Mana. I do not have enough mana.
2 hours and done with it, right? Yeah, clearly I'm enjoying myself too much. I do want to see if I can get Suncrest down here. If not, then we're done and dusted here. Ninjas can't catch you when you're on fire. Are you a Suncrest?
Yes.
You are. Okay, ignoring all of these and ignoring the fact that I just wasted my level up. Tell you what, I won't get so far if I don't. There we go. And another reed. Why are we collecting reeds? Well, we're evidently not, but why would we consider or entertain the idea of collecting reeds? For whom's benefit? Okay, if I just run past the Amazons enough, they won't be able to body block me. I have a funny feeling I'm not about to find any sort of Suncrest down here. The amount of awful copy-pasted dungeoning I'm seeing here is kind of like playing Proto Skyrim. Now, I was not taken with the Skyrim experience when we had that as a weekly one-shot. I think I'd still rather play it than this, though. We all warned you about it. Yeah, And I'm sure people are trying to warn me about Morrowind as well, but I still think I'm going to do a Morrowind weekly one-shot. Are you sure? I feel like we've been here before, but I'm still not seeing any Suncrest. Come on, Penance ain't going to defeat himself. Maybe it's the whole hidden passageway thing that we were told about before. But good luck guessing where that is. This one has a puzzle. Morrowind is a game built on orienteering, Jake. You're gonna, remember it. Well, I trust somebody will put in an adequate and fair and balanced weekly one-shot challenge for Morrowind. In fact, maybe they already have. I'm sure it's in there, but the task will be way over my head. Okay, you know what? I ain't seeing Old St. Nick's Suncrest here, so just kill me, guys. Actually, am I unkillable in Berserk form? No, perhaps not. We're starting to do some real damage.
Please help.
No, no, I will not. Please help you. That unceremonious keeling over. Well, not a bad way to go. This game reminds me of something similar. It looks like Dungeon Keeper. I might be thinking of Dungeon Siege. Let's not do blasphemy here by comparing this game to Dungeon Keeper. Dungeon Keeper is el bueno. This game is el diablo. Okay, but thankfully, it is over. Bit of a disappointment out of you, Erkran. I would say I expected better, but perhaps I'd be misselling it. Certainly a punishing game. It's just not very punishing in any regards. Very bland, very bleh. But hopefully not something I'll ever have to think about again in my life. I'll be back tomorrow with the weekly one-shot. I don't know what it's going to be, so I better pick something and pick something fast. And then after that, well, I don't know, maybe this is going to turn into a travel blog channel for a couple of weeks, because I doubt I'll be streaming a lot of games. In any case, until there's more, it's a cheers from me, and a cheerio. Oh wait, Christ, no, you're right! Today's Friday! I thought today was Saturday. Yes, tomorrow is DDR. The day after is the weekly one-shot. Thank you, Young, for keeping me on my toes there.